For many years now, those who have climbed the Himalayas have tried to find the answer to a mysterious question. Does there exist among these mountains a creature the world has come to know as the abominable snowman? The latest first-hand observations on this question come from two members of the Daily Mail expedition to the Himalayas. They are Mr. Tom Stobart and Mr. Ralph Izzard, and they came to the studio to be interviewed by our reporter, Bernard Forbes.
Now, did you actually find the abominable snowman, Mr. Stobart?
No, I'm afraid we weren't lucky enough actually to see one. But on one occasion, we came across some people, 10 people actually, in a hut who'd been kept up all night in terror by a snowman that had screamed outside and chattered. And we arrived on the scene actually 2 days after this had happened. And we got all the stories of it, which tallied very well. Of course, the main evidence is the tracks, and we came across a very large number of tracks. I think probably, although we photographed them, the best photograph is still that taken before by Eric Shipton. And you see it's got 5 toes and looks rather like a large human foot with flat feet.
And you, Mr. Izzard?
Well, I personally am convinced that the abominable snowman does exist, and of course we found the entire Sherpa population believe so too. Now, from their first-hand eyewitness accounts, it appears to be an animal which is about the height of a 14-year-old boy, but is very deep-chested, barrel-chested. It's covered with shaggy reddish-brown hair, has a flattish face. Marked features this very pointed skull, sort of conical skull. Appears to walk on 2 legs, except when it's startled, when it sometimes appears to drop on all 4s. Now, on one occasion last March, at about 17,000 feet, I came across the tracks of 3 of these animals. They'd each come from different directions and had joined together near a small frozen lake. The track itself is about 8 to 10 inches long and about 4 to 5 inches wide. And the stride, I should say, is about 2 foot 3 inches. Well, we stuck to those tracks for 3 days, but most unfortunately they were coming downhill, and the inevitable end of it was that they walked off the snow and onto the turf and rocks, and we lost them.
But the expedition, you feel, produced more evidence that there is such a creature.
Well, I do think that after all we have seen and heard, that there is very little room for doubt at all.